One. Look at I can play this little. Oh, I can't do it. Look at it play. Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to cover judging, where we're gonna judge the covers of some album records. And we're in the 70s, having left the 60s behind. So let's get started. You guys ready? So we first one we have is 1970s Egg by Egg.
What is egg?
This is a thing?
This is a big band. I think they're a prog rock band known for their weird stuff. In their albums, like a picture frame with an egg in it, and another egg down there. So, what do you guys think? Is that yolks on the on the ground? Looks like yolks. Four yolks. What would you give this if you saw it at a
I don't know.
music
I'd
store?
probably buy it.
You would
Yeah,
buy egg? Well, that's a
just to know
good
what it
sign.
is.
That's a good sign.
I don't like how it's all lowercase though.
The egg?
Really?
Yeah,
You don't like the punctuation.
I would like a capital E,
You're gonna
like we
dock them.
see over there.
You're gonna dock them points.
Hmm.
What do
They're
you?
grammatically incorrect.
I guess it's weird. I'll give it a C plus.
Give it a B.
I'll get a B minus.
Dang, you guys like egg by egg. We got quartermass. We got some pterodactyls flying between two buildings.
It's pretty cool.
This doesn't grab me as much as a.
Really, I think it's cooler
This
than egg.
it looks like a 90s album.
Yeah, black and white. What would you give
No,
this?
no,
I know what to
that's the only
expect
part that
from
isn't
this.
90s.
You don't know what to expect the music?
I know what to expect from this.
Oh,
Egg, I didn't know what to expect.
quartermass with they're like rock. I think they're prog rock too. Everything's prog rock in
It's
the
the
70s.
70s.
What would you give this? For an album cover, it's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, I like it.
I'll go an A.
It's not that cool. It's like a C.
A C?
I'll
What?
go B plus.
Dang, somewhere in the middle. All right, so we got the famous Who peeing on the wall, peeing on the cyl cylinder brick. The concrete. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Who's next by the Who?
Not a big Who fan.
Nah,
But what about their covers?
it's weird. It looks like they were pasted on the cover or something. So apparently this really happened. They like stopped to pee and then they're like, "Hey,
Some guy caught them.
let's make this an album cover." Yeah, no, it's kind of gross, I
Why is
guess.
why is there just like a brick of concrete in the middle of nowhere?
I don't know.
There was a bridge once.
A monolith.
I give it this the same. C.
I'll do another B minus.
I'll go C with Jared. American Pie by Don
Thumb.
McLean. A thumb.
This
You
sucks.
know, like a thumb? It is kind of weird.
It's not great. It's not bad.
Who worked on that thumb, you think? Did it take him a long
M.
time to paint that?
No, I did it real fast.
Real fast. What are you gonna
C
give it, Jared?
minus.
C
C
minus.
plus.
I'll go C, I guess.
You just can't decide,
I
can you?
can't decide. Trilogy by Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. So it's like a fused band.
Are they or
I don't know. That's what it looks
are
like
they
to
just standing
me.
by each other?
It looks like they fused together.
I don't like how the middle one's like leaning into the other one.
I don't like anything about this album
I know.
cover.
Yeah, I don't like this. This is gross.
What do you give, Gross?
D.
Yeah,
D
it's pretty
plus. Yeah.
it's pretty bad, Jonah. It looks like fan art or something. I'm gonna go with the D.
Kind of looks like the two faces over here are painted, and then that one's real.
It does look like their next album cover. They went totally the opposite. They got like H.R. Geiger put one of his paintings on it. So we had to do Chicago in the 70s, and mostly Chicago is just the logo
Yeah.
with like a different background. So this is Chicago
Wood.
5, and it's on
And
wood
some wood.
in some way.
Well,
What
it, the 70s does remind me of wood.
it does wood paneling. So what do you give it for nostalgia?
I give it a C plus.
Yeah, C plus
Yeah, sounds good. C plus.
for Chicago.
So this is Aerosmith, their first album. I hate Aerosmith, except for the one song on this album, which is Dream On. So this is a terrible album cover as
Yeah,
well. It's not very good.
it looks photoshopped.
It
Hmm.
does before they even had Photoshop.
C minus.
C.
Yeah, I gotta go with Jared. I'm gonna go with like a D plus. So we got a classic, Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. It's a classic. It's good
Yeah.
for an album cover.
Any
Millions of
al
shirts.
any album cover, it's just like a black background with like a design on it. It's great.
So what do we give it? What I think the highest we've given was Led Zeppelin, right? We gave it. I think Jared gave it an A plus. I think I only give it an A. What do you give this, Jared?
I give this one an A.
Yeah, I'll go A plus.
What's the highest we go? A plus?
We could go S.
Give it an S.
You going S tier, Jared.
Dang.
In your face. So we have David.
You spoke too soon, Jordan.
Yeah,
Diamond Dogs, David Bowie, his infamous album cover. It's
Some two Oompa Loompas and him naked.
they're like dogs or something.
but
I
they're
don't know.
not.
I'm not a big fan of the grotesque album covers, so what would you give it, Jared?
It's hard to look at, so probably like a C. I'll give it a C.
It's hard
Yeah,
to look at.
C.
Uh, I'll go C minus, just to be different. Okay, look what's going on here.
Is this Pepsi Man?
Fly to the Rainbow by the Scorpions. Scorpions, not these Scorpions. Even the band didn't like this cover. They're like,
Who decided on this?
I know.
It looks like old school, like a computer game or like
Yeah.
DOS or something.
This is gross.
And it's probably just like a real-time strategy game or something.
I don't think I'd ever buy this.
You would never buy that.
No.
I can't remember what songs on this album. I don't think any radio song, but what would you give it, Jared, if you hate it that bad?
C minus.
Well,
C minus?
C minus. Okay, I thought you said B minus. Jonah?
I'm going like D minus.
It's so bad that I think it's good.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
it's
like
not
offend me or like
it's not there yet. It's just kind of bad.
I'm gonna go B minus.
his feet are planes.
His
So.
feet are planes, Jared,
That
Jonah.
I know, that took me forever to realize. I thought he just had pedals on his legs.
Kansas coming along with what I guess that's a vulture. It's a weird album for
That's a
Kansas.
very shiny
Crow?
cover.
Yeah, maybe a crow.
I don't.
Why is he so shiny?
This has nothing to do
know.
with Kansas.
I know when you think of Kansas, you don't think of this album cover.
This should have been the Scorpions album.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Maybe it's not. I don't think Dustin wins in this one. It's not.
No.
No.
It's weird. I kind of like the coloring.
Yeah.
It's cool, but it's not for Kansas.
It's cool, but not for Kansas. So what would you give it? I'm
C
gonna go.
plus.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
C
B.
plus.
I'm gonna go B.
Dang.
I kind of like it. The more I look at it, Journey's first
This is
album.
horrendous. I don't want to see that dude's butt.
Journey. What are they on the moon or something?
Yeah, but there's like
I
clearly
don't.
like a sheet in the back.
Yeah. Dude, I gotta be true to
This
myself and give this a D.
An
this is
E?
D.
Oh, D. I can never
he
get
added a
D.
new one.
I know. I say we don't have E's. It's
This is
pretty
the
bad.
this is the Journey that did that video where they're playing air instruments.
Is it? That's
Well, yes, but
oh.
it reminds me of that because
That's Hall and Oates.
no, that was Journey.
Oh no, that's big instruments.
Yeah,
Um,
they just had like nothing.
this is so bad, but I don't think it's an F territory.
This is more so bad as good than the Scorpions.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go D plus.
C minus.
C minus? Okay. Moving on. Blue
Blue
Oyster
Oyster.
Cult. Agents of Fortune. So we have this magician man. It's got some tarot cards flying. Do you think of did you think this is a good match for Blue Oyster Cult?
Yeah,
Really?
I always see this and I never really think much about it.
Yeah. It's a very cartoonish man.
he's
Yeah.
pointing like
Other covers are like
they're pretty
spacey
similar
lines and
to this.
stuff. So what are we gonna give it? I don't like it, but I don't hate
I give it
it.
like
Yeah,
C plus.
yeah.
Yeah, C plus. All right. Boston. Now we know Jared hates Boston, one of his least favorite bands. But how do you feel about the album cover?
I like the covers.
It's a UFO, but a
Guitar.
guitar with a city on top. You like it, Jonah?
Yeah, it's cool.
You gotta love this cover. So what are we gonna give it?
I don't got to. Now that you said that, I
Stop being rebellious, Jared.
B.
I'll go B plus.
I'll go A minus.
All right. So here's the
More
Kansas
Kansas.
we know. Point of no return, Kansas. So this is the Dust in the Wind album. So it's like a ship going over
These
the. This is where Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah,
got it, Jared.
these are too fancy for Kansas.
What?
that's all their album covers though.
No, they're first ones aren't they just like a guy, like a from like what am I thinking of? Like Civil War
Like
times.
you see this and you're like, man, I can't wait. And then you listen to the music and you're like, oh,
You know, Dust in the Wind.
it's fine, but it's
Yeah, their
not
other
like
songs aren't that
this.
good.
It's cool album cover though. They still have the
Yeah.
same logo, Kansas logo. So what do you give it, Jonah?
I don't love it, but
You don't love it?
no, it's good, but not great. B.
B.
A minus in your faces.
It's not that good.
So keeping up with the UFOs, we got ELO.
Why is there like that kind of airship docking on a spaceship?
You got abducted, Jared.
Yeah,
So Out of the Blue by Electric Light Orchestra. It's cool.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a cool
pretty cool.
ship. Is it better than Boston's?
This is
No,
like, I guess back in the day, rock bands were like, man, our album is like a space journey.
It's like the
they
70s. The
loved space
70s
back
were
then.
all
Yeah,
space. So what do you I think it's better than Boston. Is it better than Boston?
it's not better than Boston.
They're like the
Jared?
same.
They're like the
It
same.
was a guitar.
I like it because it's huge.
That's why, because it's big.
Look at that. You a lot of detail. What do you give it, Jonah?
A lot of
Mm,
detail. It's just colors.
B plus.
I gave
B,
I give Boston a B plus. I gotta go A minus. What did you give Boston, Jared? I can't remember.
B. What the heck?
What?
You can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish by REO Speedwagon. No.
The pun brought it down some points.
That made it worse?
Yes.
Jared,
I don't know what to think about this.
you think about REO Speedwagon when you see a fish?
Well, if you didn't know
If
them and you just saw this,
if
would
you
you
saw
buy
this in like a
this?
record store, yeah.
I no, I don't think so. I would not expect their sound from this. This is
I don't hate it.
you don't
Yeah.
hate it? What are you gonna give it?
I like that they committed to the pun. I get a B minus.
Yeah, B
Wow,
minus.
what? What, Jonah?
Yeah, B minus.
What? You guys are
It's
nuts.
eye-catching.
It's ugly as sin. I'm gonna
What?
go with
It's a fish with a thing in its mouth.
I'm gonna go with the D.
Poor fish.
Dang.
Okay, Devo.
This
Are we not
sucks.
men? We are Devo. What?
What do you mean, what?
This is better than the fish.
It's a pretty
No.
ugly drawing of a man.
Why?
What is
What's the
this supposed to? How am I supposed to feel with this? The other one, I felt something.
This is an ugly cover.
Yeah.
You guys are crazy.
This
Golf?
is dumb.
This is dumb. Well, so what are you gonna give it?
I don't know. It's boring and dumb. I don't like it at all. Honestly, I'd give it a D.
Yeah,
Okay.
D.
What? I'll go
It's
C.
that each element just makes it worse.
No, I'll go C plus. Very 70s to me.
But how?
Okay, so Van Halen 2. So I put this one because how do you guys feel about logos for bands? Are you pro logo?
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
This is classy.
You like it? The only
yeah.
thing I don't like about this one is the colors. I don't like the
You
blue.
like the red?
If it, I don't like the
They
blue for some reason.
they did one that was like black and like gold that was better. But
Yeah. What do you think you're gonna give it?
Where's the two?
I know.
How when I see this do I
It's
see
on the
two?
upper right corner. We might have
that
to do
very
one where
that very small too.
we might have to do one where we just judge band logos.
Yeah,
That'd be a good idea.
I'd give this a B.
How come?
B minus.
Yeah, B minus sounds more like it, Jared.
No. Oh, but you gave that stupid face guy a
So the last of the 70s, we pretty much entering the 80s with the cover that sold 1 billion shirts, Joy Division's Unknown Pleasures.
Doesn't the
Hey,
image usually cover the whole
Not the original,
sweater?
not
but
the original,
they just
yeah.
like enlarge it most of the time.
Oh,
For
that's
the
a good
shirt.
idea on the shirt. I
The actual like vinyl, it's very small.
yeah, they've messed up on the final.
They messed up. It's a classic.
I mean, when I think of
The
I think of the shirt, not this crap.
What do you think, Jonah? You like
Yeah,
the black
yeah,
on.
yeah. I love this cover, so A plus.
He loves it, Jonah, Jared. It
Yeah,
could
the
be.
music is kind of
He already
No, the
kind
music's
of.
great.
he already gave an S tier, so
Yeah,
a little less than Dark Side of the Moon. What do you think, Jared?
I give it a B plus.
B plus.
dang.
Couldn't even get to A. I'll go.
I
I'm
didn't give
gonna.
any A's today.
I'll go A plus.
You would, coward.
Ty,
It's
it's
classic.
cool. It's cool, man.
It's
It
not
is a
cool.
little overused because everyone has the shirt, but
But that's not its fault.
it's not its fault.
It's exactly its fault. It did that on purpose.
Yeah, I know. Technically, it is its fault, Jonah.
What?
I mean, they tried. They made it real small so it wouldn't go on it, but then they enlarged it. All right, so that's gonna be the 70. Hey, we're headed to the 80s next. Gotta love it.
Hey, we can skip the 80s, go to the 90s.
No,
No.
we would skip the best musical decade for the 90s. I don't think so, Jared.
We would skip to go to the best musical
So,
decade.
so tell us what your favorite album cover of the 70s was, and Like, subscribe, and notify yourself for even more good stuff. And we will see you next time. Bye.
So do you